But LGD, they take a 1-0 lead off a phenomenal game, especially off of FY's Tusk. Working with that southpaw ability from the Tusk, getting that Walrus punch in there. He did have the Walrus kick eventually, but the game ended.
When they won the game,
yeah. He went to their ancient and their well and was like, I'd like to purchase my Ags, please. And they sold it to him. Unfortunately, there was no game to be had afterwards, so unfortunate. But we come into this game too, LGD having a 1-0 lead. We immediately see that old 11 Enigma getting banned out, and X-Nova's caught him. He plays that hero quite a bit.
But it's a similar thing, right, where how they used the Grimstroke last game. Kotl enables so many heroes in different ways. Like Ember's a really good example as well. Especially before the nerf to chains and the cooldown that happened. Like he would just slight chain, get Chakra Magics, and you would have slight chain up again, which was insane. Oof. I actually think it's really good with Void Spirit as well. Especially if you play Void Spirit like in the side lanes. With the Keeper of the Light.
Ooh, Void Spirit banned, speaking of which.
Yeah, talking about.
I'm thinking right now, at least, LGD, I know they do enjoy FY on the Rubik, and having that double pick only makes me think more that they're going to go to the Centaur Rubik. I know that's all just kind of, it's the phrase that I was hearing a lot the last few days from Kyle and Lizard and all them over at WePlay. But was you're basically reading a horoscope right now in the bans when you're trying to figure out what they're going to pick. But until they ban everything, you don't really know exactly what's going to happen.
Shadow Demon, Oracle, Grimstroke are the three for me at the moment that are still in the pool. I'd be looking at first phase for both teams. Like even Shadow Demon Centaur or something sounds like a really strong opening as well instead of Rubik Centaur. I'd probably be willing to take that over the Rubik.
I would say the Shadow Demon, you don't even have to take it over the Rubik because I think X-Nova is their Shadow Demon player.
I think FY's played it before as well.
FY's played it a couple times, yeah, but not as much. I think they normally go to X-Nova on their Shadow Demon, put it more in a 5 position.
But that's fine though, right? Because then you have the flexibility between your 4 and your 5 on that hero as well. So depending how the draft goes, you can always change it. What do they want to first pick? I like the DP ban though. I think LGD's bans are pretty solid against RNG both games. I'm pretty sure it's the same 4. And I do like that RNG banned out the Ember. So they actually go Lich. So we saw some of the Chinese teams preferring this. I'm pretty sure IG was one of them. They really enjoy playing this Lich, which surprised me.
Yeah, they actually think the Lich for Ollie.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure you have to go Shadow Demon. Yeah, like the Purge is so good against the Lich as well. So that when he Frost Shields somebody and you ult them on... So when the Lich Frost Shields somebody and the Shadow Demon ults them, it takes off the Frost Shield. So that the damage you can put onto that one hero is much stronger than it would have been before because of that damage reduction.
So, I mean, they still could go to the Centaur, but what else lines up with Shadow Demon here? Ooh, they go FY Mirana. I wonder even if they'd go FY Shadow Demon and X-Nova Mirana, like they'd swap it up a little bit. But is Mirana even worth having in the 5 position, or does she need to be in the 4? Because we haven't really seen much of Mirana itemize like that's really changed the game, right?
Yeah, I think you have to play the Mirana as the 4. Like you can play it as a 5. I've seen like Puppy do it before, for example, but Puppy's played loads of weird 5 heroes for Secret. Yeah, I think, like you said, though, X-Nova's the Shadow Demon player most of the time for LGD. So I'd be very surprised if it wasn't the 5 and the 4. I thought they were going to pick a core, though, with the Shadow Demon. I'm really surprised they've just committed. Yeah. I think maybe they're worried that if they don't take the Mirana, then maybe RNG will take it because September has been really enjoying playing that.
Ooh, okay. Well, no Grimstroke. No double Primal Roar. Do you go to a Grimstroke and a Lich? That seems like a weak support duo.
No, I don't think you do. Like you want to. I like the Beastmaster though, because the thing you have to remember is that against the Shadow Demon Morale, they have potential to tri-lane, right? So they have disruption into Arrow, and guess what Beastmaster has that can stop that one coming out. He just sends the ball around to block the arrow. Ball instantly dies, and he just casually walks away. I don't mind this pick at all. It's just a strong hero at the moment as well. Gives them the vision game to play with. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them try and pick some aggressive heroes to utilize that Hawk vision that the Beastmaster gives them.
Oh, we've seen a couple times with the Beastmaster is that Lycan, but I'm not certain I entirely like it here against Mirana and Shadow Demon.
It's okay. I don't mind it too much. It depends on the core picks though more than anything. If you want to pick Lycan, like you can't just pick it when you see the supports most of the time.
Yeah,
Most of the time we've seen the Lycan, it's been right towards the end of the draft when you kind of see how the game progression is going to go.
It's certainly been the last pick a couple times, especially for like eHome, because I know Sylar loves that hero.
What do they want to go for? I think they still look to pick their... I mean, they could pick their safe laner as well, actually, to be fair. You see this Beastmaster, you're like, okay, well, we know that we're going to be laning with a Shadow Demon. What can we follow up with? I think Ursa still doesn't look awful for LGD.
Go back to that Chalice Ursa.
Nature's Prophet they could go for as well as the flex pick.
Yeah, you really do love that Nature's Prophet for LGD. I mean, it was Chalice who played it, right? And then it ended up doing a really good job.
I'm pretty sure it was... We've seen Maybe and Chalice play it, I think, once
Oh,
each.
yeah. It wasn't it Somnus... It was Somnus, I think, the most recent time. Let's take a look. I'll take a look at the stats real quick. I'll be the stats guy, because it's 2 games that I'm pretty sure both of them were LGD, weren't they? No, actually it was LGD and Royal Never Give Up. My memory...
I mean, I've definitely seen Chalice play that hero before. It can't have been this tournament then, but it must have
was maybe, yeah. It was maybe, and then it was picked by Keen Gaming.
Are they... So the question is, are they going to play Core Chen or are they going to play Core Mirana, possibly?
Somnus Shadow Demon mid?
I feel like Core Chen's more likely, though. It's something we've been seeing more of recently, especially with like 3-3 when he was playing for Alliance and then for OG afterwards. He made that hero look so good. And it wouldn't be surprised me to see some of the Chinese teams be like, oh, maybe we could, practice this Core Chen, see how it goes. But the thing is, for me, like, when you see this Beastmaster in lane, it's probably going to be a Chen 5 because he can take the boars, like, with his persuasion. So then, for me, it kind of makes it the Shadow Demon 3, Mirana 4, potentially. I actually have no idea.
I would say, wouldn't I be more inclined to do Shadow Demon mid like we've been seeing?
Possibly, but then they could play like Mirana mid as well. Carry Chen. Let's go.
Ooh, carry Chen?
I miss the...
You know what? You already said it. It's in.
Oh, yeah. Sure. OG did it before. Why not? I really miss the days when the Chen... was it Penitence? Where it used to give damage amp instead of attack speed. And you used to buy Dagon 5 and just blow people up. It was great.
Jesus. That sounds like a fun time. For sure.
Oh, so sick. Like, you
would
only ever do it when you like random Chen and you're like, oh god, I can't play this hero. I don't know how to micro at all. I'm just going to build Dagon 5 and blow people up. That's great.
I feel like that's the go-to build on any time when you used to not know how to random. You had that extra goal and you're like, all right, listen, I'm going to just like build Daggett.
It's like ARDM when you get different heroes every time. Ags, Dagon.
Yeah, there goes the safe lane Chen ideas, but Troll does get picked up. And I like the Troll with a core Shadow Demon. For sure. I feel like it sets up pretty well.
I wouldn't be 100% certain that it was Shadow Demon. I think he's the most likely to be the core, but don't think it's definitely not going to be Mirana core. Because it could be Mirana off lane, Shadow Demon 4 as well. And they have like a really strong laning combo between them. Because all of a sudden this Beastmaster hero that you picked in the first phase looks really sad, no matter where it lanes.
Ooh, Ricky.
Ooh, okay. Pretty good Ricky game, to be fair. They don't really have any disables to stop him from just blinking around the fights. They don't have a huge amount of damage coming through either. This high armor hero. If Ricky had to lane up against Shadow Demon Mirana, he'd be so happy.
Oops. And then, sorry, I'm just looking up stats on who's played what. As Old Eleven's played Mirana 13 times with a 70% win rate. Last time he played it was 10 months ago. Somnus has played Mirana 43 times with a 53% win rate. Last time he played it was 9 months ago. And Chalice, he's played it 4 times. He's won all 4 times. And the last time he played with it was May 4th, 2019. So just about a year ago.
How much Shadow Demon has Old 11 played? I feel like that's the big question.
He's never played Shadow Demon.
So that makes me think it's probably going to be 3 Mirana, 4 Shadow Demon. And then they're going to put the Chen as the 5 to lane against the Beastmaster with the Troll. And then they're going to pick some mid-hero last, I would assume. I mean, they could play mid-Mirana still, but that hero feels really bad. Looks like a damage dealer. You need so many items for that hero to hit hard. Oh, let's go Axe Rush Core Mirana, actually. What a time to be alive.
I feel like we've seen Somnus play this Shadow Demon more than just the 2 times it says on his profile. I will say, though, the last time he played it was 2018 in December. He's 1-1 with the hero all time, but he has an average 32 KDA. Wait, what?
That's
okay,
amazing.
So one game he went 4-1 in 28. That was in 2017 when he played Shadow Demon. And I'm pretty sure he played it as a support. In some random match in 2017. He lost a game against Newbie during the Megaphon Winter Clash, but went 0-0-0 with it after 45 minutes.
You know what? I think I was casting that game as well.
How do you go 0-0-0 and he has no items? Wait, that's got to be bugged.
Oh, if he's got no items, it'll be bugged, yeah. I'm pretty sure I was casting that game.
Oh, yeah, it's not showing anything for any of these heroes here.
Queen of Pain's an interesting pick. Not sure I love the Queen of Pain pick. But that hero seems to be coming back in again. It's super strong at all points in the... not all points in the game, but like especially around this like early to mid-game mark.
Ooh,
oh my
Viper.
God.
That is, I think, the first time we've seen the Viper all tournament. Wow. Old 11 off-lane Chen.
Right, okay, so it is off-lane Chen.
You got what you wanted.
I didn't think it's what they would do. I thought they picked the Chen so that it would help the lane against the Beastmaster be a lot stronger.
Wow.
This is a little bit of a experimental draft by LGD. Okay, I like this.
Do you swap the lanes to have the Chen go up against the Beastmaster now? Is that the matchup you want?
I would assume they go aggro tri-lane, yeah, with the Troll, Mirana, Shadow Demon, and then put the Chen in a 1v1 against the Beastmaster.
Okay.
And because if you look at RNG's tri-lane, they don't really want to have to do it with like a Pango and a Ricky, because those 2 heroes want XP like really badly to come online. So I think they might just end up doing dual lanes on RNG and just try and help the Ricky as much as they can by then like rotating the Pango later on into the lane. Because Pango without levels feels so bad. And like Shadow Demon, Mirana, Troll, they don't care about levels at all. Shadow Demon a little bit, but not really. I can't wait to see how this... Oh, it's actually maybe playing Troll, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that at the same time you did. I mean, I don't know if you saw me make that face. I looked over and I was just like, Chalice on the Viper.
Maybe... I think maybe has played Viper before, though, so I assume they're going to put the Troll mid still? And then put the Viper in like an aggro try or something? I mean, this sounds really weird. I can't wait to see what they do.
I can certainly check. Chalice's last Viper game was August 30th, 2017. He's
going
3
mid as well.
2 all time with that hero.
Yeah, he's going mid. So they're going to put the Chalice Viper mid, and they're going to, I assume, do some funky side lanes with the with the maybe play. When did maybe last play side lane for LGD?
I don't know that information. That one's a tough one because I can't pull what lane he's played.
You can't search for that, yeah.
Yeah.
If you search
sorry,
on
you throw me
Dota buff, I
curveballs
assume
here.
it gives you a little symbol most of the time. Let me have a look. Tell me when the game unpauses.
I will. I will tell you the last time he played Troll was 2018. He's got a 78% win rate with it. Okay.
Okay.
Very odd, very interesting lineup coming in. G question mark and then the G for Monet. So we are getting started here. But I'll you keep looking. I got this so far.
I'm trying.
No, seriously. September getting tipped immediately. Smoke coming in from LGD. Let's see. Are they gonna throw the ward here?
Oh no, it doesn't let you search by lane. Okay, never mind.
Oh, they throw. Okay, so high ground ward here. And then they're all rotating towards top. Or 4 of them are rotating towards top while they'll leave Chalice on the Viper. So, are they going to place another deeper ward here?
They're just trying to see where the Beastmaster's going to be laning so that they can make sure they get the Chen up against him, I think.
So far, Setsu's top. That's interesting. And Flywind's mid.
Oh, this Hawk doesn't see the Chen either. Like, it was so close. He just skirted around the outside. Yeah, I like this Flywind mid, though. Because the thing is, like, Old 11's going to be like, oh, which side lane do I have to go to? He's not even going to be thinking that it's Beastmaster mid. I think this is a really good way about it. RNG have got a really good lane setup this time.
September also here over mid, trying to get some vision out. But does he play well enough against Chalice on this Viper? Old 11's still sticking near mid, too. The second he sees this, they might even just send Chalice towards the safe lane and keep the Chen here. He's very close to the lane.
Yeah, Chalice is going to start moving ball.
Great job by LGD. That's actually fantastic that Old 11 even stayed that close. He didn't commit to a lane or anything. So yeah, Old 11
He's got the courier.
taking that boar. Oh. He takes the boar and he kills his courier. That's insult to injury and super rude, might I add.
Kills it with his own boar.
Feels
bad.
What a Anakin situation there.
Chalice is really going to struggle down in this bot lane, though. Like, he needs some help down here. I know they want to get some combos off with, like, the disruption into arrow, but even so...
He might even just be dead. Yeah, he's under the tower. Now this is just Chalice going down to super. I mean, he gets run down, and that is not the situation you want to be in. If that's a 2-1-2, that doesn't happen. Although September and Setsu are taking a bunch of harassment.
Chalice is like, I hate getting sacked. Put me back on carry, please. This is ridiculous. This draft is definitely all. Sorry, say that again.
I was gonna say what's awkward is top taking a look. And they go after Setsu. They get the kill, and now September might even be the second one to die.
He's
taking a lot of damage. He's got swashbuckle. What I was gonna say is what Flywind's been doing is when the creep wave was here, he was taking his boar, summoning it, sending it back, letting the creep wave push in, and then using the boar.
Right. Okay.
Oh, Chalice did it again. Jesus.
Yeah, this is really bad for the Viper. He has no TP now either, and he's still level 1. And Ricky's going to be like level 4 by the time he gets back. Actually, if this was their idea with the lane setup... Oh, top lane as well. Another disruption into arrow. It's going to be difficult to catch every one of these kills, by the way. Good luck to the obs. I don't know. I have no idea if he's caught them or not, but...
I bet you production's going to say he has.
100%.
To which I say I would be super impressed. Because thank God they can't see my screen. I've only spotted one. Great arrow. Setsu now in a lot of trouble, forced to blink back. Setsu's getting nothing out of this lane. Well, the same could be said for Chalice. He's got one last hit.
Yeah, I was going to put Chalice is still level 1. That's the worst bit. Like, what's he supposed to do? Ricky's just hit level 3, so he has the 2 points in Blink Strike now as well. And the wave's coming in towards him. It's not even like Viper can farm under his tower. I actually don't know what Chalice does. If he had a Nether Toxin, at least he could just go jungle, right? So when he hits this level 2, he might actually just do that. He's probably going to have to pull his small camp here if he can manage it in time. His hero's so slow.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's not going to make it.
Oh
He's so slow.
my god. Can he do it still?
Oh, he got the range
creep.
Nice.
Alright. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. But Super's coming over. Alright, he won't get that last hit. Meanwhile, mid once again. Old 11 using violent spores against him. Ooh, top arrow landing. Setsu in trouble. And we'll be able to blink out, but continually taking so much damage.
Where's the ensnare? Hello?
Jeez, I will say, though, Setsu, despite being 7-0, doubling the CS of Chalice at the moment. It's very insulting when I get to use that, though, when it's just 7-3. Arrow will hit the Pangolier, so gets the salve off and the miss. So FY,
he can just
ends up running away.
Well. Oh, I don't know. There's a scream, level 2 scream.
Scream, not enough damage. He didn't do it quickly enough.
Really well played by FY. Actually, it's really impressive.
Surprisingly enough, a 1,000 net worth lead for LGD, and that's with Chalice probably gonna die here again. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
now they're gonna rotate. Oh, 2 rotations. So, ooh, no, 1 rotation. Chalice gets...
Oh, he had no mana for the disruption. He started salving on Chalice. Yeah, now Xif is just gonna die as well.
That's... They were committing 2 TPs down here. I don't know why they stopped one of them.
I think it was... The TP was meant to be just a, like a... we're gonna stop you from diving our Viper TPs without actually really committing to them. And I think they realised that on RNG, that if the troll TP down, then their lanes were going to be super messed up.
The prize is mine.
So RNG committed the whole thing anyway.
Level 6 here for Old 11. It's gone 1-3-1 so far, holding that last skill point. And just constantly taking over creeps.
Yeah, he's got that Helm of Dom coming out as well now on the Chen. So I don't know when he's going to be rotating next, but he's trying to keep his catapult alive. And with these creeps, he should be able to do that. No?
He's the one taking tower shots, Old 11. Got to be very careful here. As bottom, again. Now they might be able to get the kill here onto Super, although the Blink Strike FY arrow hits Nether Toxin, so this is a lot onto this Ricky. Sinister Gaze pulls him back. Monet trying to run. September here as well, so it's a 3v3 bottom and a pause from LGD.
This poison attack is so bad at level 1. Like, it doesn't do any damage really. You'll if you ever play mid Viper, you'll realise that you get 5 stacks onto somebody and you're like, oh yeah, this is great, and they take like no damage at all. So when he gets the second point, I'm interested to see whether he goes for Nether Toxin or for poison attack. I feel like he has to go for Nether Toxin and just recover his game. Because like without that, I don't know how he's going to push out waves or farm at all. I think this mid lane and top lane, there were such massive wins for LGD that it doesn't matter how this Viper does. Because like at all points in the game, he's going to be able to just get off a strike onto the Ricky. And I think that's like his job pretty much over. Just because of this attack slow.
$37-20 for the troll. 35-20 for the Chen mid. Jesus.
Yeah, like the Ricky's having a good time as well, though. It's just this mid lane went LGD favoured. So like if RNG are crushing bot lane and LGD are crushing top lane, and this mid lane, is kind of the deciding factor. And Old Levin's done a really good job so far. He's going to get a Frost Armor creep as well, which is actually really nice.
I will say, surprisingly enough, Chalice does have more net worth than the Queen of Pain, but they both have less net worth than the Lich.
Oh no, the supports to the and now the cause.
Look at me.
But this is what, yeah. This is what I meant though about how the Pango doesn't want a tri-lane, right? So they couldn't commit in the same way that LGD did towards the top lane. They just kind of sat the Pango there with the Queen of Pain, and so neither of them really farmed or got anything. Whereas at least the Morano and the Shadow Demon were getting kills top, so they were still getting a little bit at least.
Next Nova in and out of the game. So he's complaining of some lag. But
he's got a Battle Fury queued up on the Troll as well. Which, again, people talk about it being a farming item, but actually, I think it is a farming item, but it's also pretty good for fighting. Like, in the sense that because you have such high attack speed because of the fervor, if you build, like, a natural damage item, it feels really nice in fights. Just increases your DPS massively.
there he is. Back. Any lag this time? Disconnects, so obviously so.
Oh, no. Poor
Alright, here I go. Here I go, Mo. I'm going to try and test this out for a second.
Okay.
This pause brought to you by AMD. Get yourself a Ryzen CPU, get yourself in the game, and play like the pros. I like that one. That was good. I don't know if production's going to be okay with that one. Yeah. What else do I got? I'm taking a look at their, With players looking at their monitors all day and night, they want to be looking at the best screen. That's AOC giving you the best looks at the game while you play them. AOC, another big sponsor of the event.
Production are loving this, by the way. They're enjoying themselves.
Another sponsor is actually HyperX, and they have a keyboard coming out with Ducky that I think I'm going to get my hands on. Comes out in a couple of days.
Oh, let's do chat interaction. So,
well, they're 5 minutes behind. Can we?
Yeah, sure. Like, I just want to see what they say when we come back to it. You know, we might be paused for another 5 minutes yet. We have no idea. So, I hope not. But
that's true.
Who knows? So yeah, this game seems to be going okay for LGD, right? But they don't have great ways of initiating fights. Is my only problem. So, a chat still favouring LGD from like in a commanding position, like in the same way they did to last game. ADCs again. Or the RNG's recovery is okay here. Because I don't think they're in a bad as position as like as it looks like they are at the moment. You know, Queen of Pain's going to hit level 6 and her gank potential is still really good.
200 ping. Oof.
I'm going to try and Google Translate that. Hang on. Sorry, I mean just work out because I can speak easy Chinese.
Me too? Maybe. No idea.
Stay frosty.
What else do I got? Sapphire.
Well, Tachu Kong Thingy Chi means out to eat. So I have no idea. And something about him being thirsty.
Oh, I've got one. I've got a good ad right here. Tell me if this is good, Mo.
Okay.
I'm selling out hard right now. All right. This one's for Sapphire. Diamonds, those may be a girl's best friend, but Sapphire is a computer gamer's best friend. The RX 5700 XT Sapphire series is the graphics card you need when playing video games with all your free time. Go out there and get yourself a new graphics card today from Sapphire.
How does this guy just find a way to sell out? Come on, this is... I'm very impressed.
Send me stuff.
Please send me free things.
Send me free things. AMD, I'm trying to build a new computer, please.
Xnova, please come back. Should I message him on Twitter? Xnova, please.
I can message him on Steam. Where are you?
I have a friend on Steam. Wow.
He might be showing up offline though. To be fair. Did I get everybody? I didn't. Yeah, I think I got it. Ray Gaming, Ray Bad. I haven't done those yet.
See, this is why I miss casting without delay in like open qualifiers and things. Because then when pauses like this happen, you just get to chat absolute rubbish with chat. We can't with the delay. It makes it so difficult. How am I supposed to troll individuals in the chat if if they can't talk back at me at the same time? Very boring.
Gosh, we're back. I think on camera now, Mo.
Oh, nice.
So you get to see our lovely mugs.
Oh, lucky you. I'm sure they're so happy they got to pause the game just so they could see our faces. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Twitch must be loving that.
And if you have yourself an AOC monitor, you get to see these mugs in a clear, crisp 1440p.
What do we think Chalice is going to buy on this Viper, by the way? I have no idea. If he has a good start to the game, then maybe like it's easier. But like
another
he's got boots queued up. He's hoping one day.
Oh my gosh.
Poor guy.
Chat's finally getting to me selling out. Guys, it's part of the networking. AMD will hear this and they'll want to talk to me about doing their commercials.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. You know?
Let's just in case we're still paused in a few minutes again. Does the chat want to ask us any questions? Like any?
Ask us anything.
Anything.
Go for it. Go for it.
It could be about sports. It could be about life. You could want advice about your girlfriend. You know, you could want
don't
general
ask
life
me
advice.
those questions. If you want the wrong advice, I'll answer. Could ask us questions about the UFC coming up this weekend. Tony Ferguson up against Justin Gaethje. Should be a good one for the interim belt.
I'll do life advice. B-Cop can do the UFC stuff.
Sports. Yeah, I'll do sports. Yeah, my life advice would be pretty bad, guys. Don't take life advice from me. That would be the... Now we gotta wait 5 minutes for them to ask questions. And then they're gonna have to wait 5 more minutes to get those answers. It's a long commitment.
I'm willing. I'm willing to wait.
I'm willing to wait for Xnova to get his internet fixed right now.
I hope my Chinese translation from that thing was right, by the way. Otherwise, everyone's going to be like, I have no idea what
food?
Yeah. What? He went out to eat and he's thirsty. What?
In the middle of game 2? He's restarting because 200 ping is what chat just said.
Chat don't lie. I would never lie, would you, chat? You're very smiley, very truthful people. Smiley face.
HyperX, just hit me up on Twitter, at BCOB92. You too, AMD, and Sapphire. All you guys, hit me up on Twitter. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Those were free advertisements, by the way. Got you guys. Anytime. You guys need me to show up to events, give you the good voice. This is my normal voice. I can give you the 1980s American sports voice.
Oh, he's
Thank
back.
God Xnova's back.
Is he going to stay, though? That's the question. I bet his ping's still really bad and they're just going to have to try and play with it anyway.
Maybe. He hasn't said G yet.
Which would be really sad, actually. I hate when that happens and it's not like a really even playing field. I really feel for the people in South America. Here we go.
Yeah. They are, Primal Roar was used. Now they try to get the kill on Old 11, but the arrow flies in. Setsu and Flywing, can they get the kill on Old 11? Yes, they can. Swashbuckle from September finishes them off, but they will take out the Beastmaster first. Disruption from Xnova. And they'll take out Setsu, lose FY,
these Chen creeps
Nova
are OG.
follows, and all of a sudden, triple kill for September, but Super taking a lot of damage, and September will just try to clean up these two range creeps.
What just happened, though? I wasn't even, like, ready for that to happen at all. And it also means Troll's going to get, like, half the HP on this top tier 1 as well, where he's just smacking away at it.
Ooh. Swashbuckle on FY. That was a triple kill for September, too. Penguin, who wasn't really doing much to start, but you may have jinxed
Shen
him.
took over the creep top with the boar, and he has a helmet on Tomato Man. Unfortunately, Flywin, who just TP'd in there to try and defend the tower, I don't think he's completed his job successfully. And, Chalice died again. Never mind. It's not even worth talking about anymore.
The fourth time. It's a rerun, guys. This isn't live. I know that gets asked a lot in chat. Is this live?
Why is FY 4th in net worth overall? I have so many questions about this game. Like, it's the Troll and the Ricky farming, and Chen's doing really well, and then everyone else is just a blob in, like, the net worth chart. They're all just stuck together.
Setsu's actually at the bottom. Oh my god.
How often do you see that for, like, in any RNG games ever, that Setsu's bottom of net worth at 8 minutes into the game?
Whoa.
He's like, guys, I've got boots. I've got boots, guys.
And FY's right here looking to land an arrow. Now all those questions are coming in. Mo, oh my god, chat is going wild with questions and I can't answer them. Setsu gets a courier. We'll be able to blink away.
Okay, well, let me go through. You cast the game. I'm going to look at some of the questions because we asked the question. Yeah, we have to. I feel like we're obligated to try and answer them. He says, "How much better is AMD over another brand?" I don't know if I can say it, so I'm not going to say it. But
much better.
Shout out to this guy that says, "What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?" Amazing.
Three Wilder match. A lot of boxing questions. Send them all to my Twitter. At me, at BCOP92. Send all the questions you just put in chat to me on Twitter. I'll answer all of them in between games. You got it. But I got to focus on this game in hand right now.
The guy that said, "Why is it bright where Mothara is and really dark where BCOP is?" It's like 8:45 in the morning for me, and it's like late in the evening for BCOP. I woke up this morning at 5:45, and it was so bright that it was coming through my curtains. It was it was horrendous.
Yeah, I'm in the twilight here.
Bot lane. Old 11.
Blink strike back, but
We actually
got stunned up, and the Chen creep, I think, stunned him up, and they got the kill.
Was that old 11 predicting that Ricky was going to blink strike away there? I'm pretty sure.
Whoa, that was amazing.
Holy crap! Sorry guys, no more time for questions. We actually have a game. I'm really sorry. I know you want to come here for advice and just general chat. We need to change the category from Dota 2 to just chatting. Yeah. Oh, they try to arrow super, but they miss.
Yeah, but they've got the TP. Starstorm damage. Oh, and they got him in the base.
The second Starfall hit him in base and killed him off. Oh, Chalice
September, though, kills Chalice for the 5th time. But still Setsu sitting with 1800. And this game is so wild at the moment.
It's
the rolling cutter runs out.
Double
September
Centaur
now
stomp?
gets hit by the Centaur Stomp. They'll get the kill into September. Now they look for the rest. Monet on the run. Sonic Wave comes through on the FY to get the kill there. So Setsu, even though he had a sub 2,000 net worth when he threw the Sonic Wave, got a kill on a Mirana with almost a 3,000 net worth. Jesus.
I feel like I'm turning this
Mirana
into a clown cast, but it's a bit of a clowny game, so I don't feel too bad about it, you know? It's just, I'm feeling okay. Chalice is getting gone on mid, by the way. They're like, well, we haven't made him sad enough already. Let's just make him
already
even more
0-5. He's 1-5-1. Sorry, he got that.
There's a sentry down, by the way. They see the Ricky. He blinks away.
Now a level 3 poison attack that feels much better.
This bot lane push as well. There's a catapult wave here with lots of Chen creeps.
All of a sudden, by the way, LGD have a 4,000 net worth lead.
This troll's doing really well, but most importantly, look at Setsu's net worth still.
Chalice taking a lot of damage, but Monet did again. He gets caught by himself.
I want Chalice to pause and be like, sorry, are you lagging as well?
Behind him, Primal Roar and the Chain Frost bounce
Healed
around, but this is all onto the Shadow Demon. They get the kill on X Nova, but what else will they find? Flywind taking a lot of damage. The Starstorm from FY gets the kill there. September with the Swashbuckle onto the low ground. They do a lot of damage here on the Old 11, but not enough to get the kill. Setsu thinking of getting the Scream from the low ground, but won't be able to do so. Too far away, and they will finally finish off the Pangolier.
This game is such a mess for RNG because they have no, like, team fight tempo spells, like, apart from Chain Frost, I guess, that allow them to, like, deal damage in these early game fights. Because Ricky doesn't really do enough until he gets Diffusal Blade in terms of damage output, right? And this Queen of Pain has Boots, Bottle, Stick, Null Talisman at 12 minutes. Like, what's Setsu supposed to be doing? Queen of Pain's a snowball hero, and he's not snowballed at all. Oh, that's one Centaur stun.
That's one stun. That's two Centaur
look at Troll.
stuns.
Look at Troll just waiting.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, he was in a perfect spot.
Fantastic.
This is the saddest Queen of Pain game I think I've seen ever.
Yeah. He has Battle Fury on Troll now as well. It's 12.5 minutes in, B-Cup.
What?
Yeah, you heard.
Chalice hasn't even gotten that second Wraith band yet.
Who's the carry now? Dude, Old 11 is owning on this Chen, though. He's doing
he
really well.
207.
It's actually majorly impressive as well. I love seeing a good Chen player.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Which was to be unexpected. When was the last time I said he played Chen? In 2017 or something like that?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Oh, no, that was Shadow Demon that I asked for. I don't think we checked when his last Chen game was. He might have been playing it recently in other competitions. I don't know, but...
Ags for Viper. He was going into the Dragonlance, but now going for something else. Monet, I mean, is this Diffusal going to get here in time? They are getting pressured so heavily, or they were. I feel like LGD really shouldn't pull up, sorry, on the pressure that they've been putting in.
Yeah, it's... I don't know if they're waiting for anything. I think Chen's got mech coming out on the courier, which is a big moment for them.
Monet? They've got themselves the Demonic Purge. Silence on it too. Monet trying to run, but they've got the Dust. Swashbuckle misses. Dust now thrown as they use the Moonlight Shadow. The Rolling Thunder hits on a Chalice with Super Setsu all coming over. They're going to need some help. But the heroes just aren't here for LGD. They've got the Disruption keeping Chalice healthy. They'll finally lose X Nova. The Hand of God gives them a second longer to live.
This narrow coming through.
Attacks are starting to stack up, but they disengage.
Catch us if you can.
Death's bound.
Yeah, the Chen wasn't there with mech, unfortunately. I think if the Chen was there, they could have turned that fight completely with the Hand of God and the mech, keeping Shadow Demon alive. But this Troll was still just farming away with the Battle Fury. I mean, he's so far ahead.
Yeah, Jesus, 8,300 net worth.
Like all the
Setsu
net worth
doesn't even have 3K.
Yeah, all the net worth difference at the moment is coming from like the Troll to the Ricky and the Chen compared to the Beastmaster. Obviously, there's a little bit between the Viper and the Queen of Pain, but not massively.
But even then, it's the Mirana to the Pango.
Like, yeah, but it's not like a massive jump like the other two, right?
Yeah.
Like the Chen to the Beastmaster and the Troll to the Ricky is such a big amount for each roll.
Look at how quickly they take the tower, too. Like, with just these creeps, they've got the Centaurs hidden away, and, I mean, 15 minutes into the game, they're taking this tier 2, and there's not really much from RNG to do in terms of answering. They're looking for the arrow. Ooh, September? Centaur Stomp. Starstorm comes in, and, well, FY gets the kill. He's now on a killing spree.
Old 11's just always there. How does he do it?
Best Chen player, CN.
So they've taken the two top towers now and the mid tier 1, so they're probably going to look at, taking this Roche. I was going to say it's the next big objective for LGD. And they're just going to head straight into the pit.
FY was like, guys, Mango Tree?
He has Medallion coming out on Chen as well, I'm pretty sure. But I don't even think he's going to get here in time.
I'll put the Aegis on Old 11. Come on now.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I know there's no chance, but...
Keep your carry alive, guys.
Give it to the Centaur Conqueror. Ooh, X Nova dead bottom.
Chalice.
Chalice taking a lot of damage.
Go on, kill the Necrobrick Chalice. FI loses half his HP for it, but never mind. I'll take that
Should
XP
be
and
okay.
gold.
Although I say he should be okay.
Look at Monet.
And Queen Pink could come in.
Son of a...
Monet thinking about making the jump. He doesn't have arrows, so now with the silence, it's an easy kill. All 5 heroes showed up for that.
Radiant's bottom
They all
tower
started to
is
just
under
Where did
converge
FY
on
go?
FY's position.
Oh, another Centaur
Chain
Stomp.
Frost onto the Chen army. Value.
I mean, he
Very
just
much
healed.
value.
He just used his heal as well after all the creeps died. I mean, this is interesting. He has no
Now
ult,
here
by the way, on
goes
Troll.
Somnus. And he doesn't have it for another 22 seconds, so that'll allow the rest of the team to go out.
Can they get a root? No, I don't even need it. That's a really good fight, though, for RNG. They managed to kind of pick everybody off one by one, which is what their lineup's really good at. Like, you have this Beastmaster Raw, you've got the Ricky as well that wants to try and... Not generally... If you can avoid 5-on-5 fights and just constantly pick people off, you know, Ricky... That would be his complete ideal situation. Never happens like that, but...
Just trying to see if Setsu can fully recover here. And on top of that, I mean, this is a troll just continuing to steamroll. He's got the Sanjin Yasha finished off.
Yeah, true, but at the same time, considering Ricky doesn't really have a farming item, I actually think Monet's doing really well to keep up with him. Like, he's 3,000 gold behind or so now, but, you know, considering the start to the game that the troll had, it's not too bad. I don't know what he builds next on troll either. If he feels like he needs BKB possibly, but he might just go for like a Satanic or something.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Imp Claw. It's going to be passed off to the Ricky.
Another troll. And she'll keep...
It's so funny seeing Setsu so far down in net worth.
Although he is catching up to Chalice.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't think that's anything to be proud of. Chalice isn't really having a game either.
That's true. Are you
Radiant's
more proud of
bottom
Chalice
tower
for
is
staying where
under
he is,
attack.
or Setsu for coming back eventually?
I mean, they both have
Well, it
farming
looks like
potential, though, right? Like, there's Nether Tuxin and Viper, there's Scream on Queen of Pain. Or did they get a Yules down somewhere there? Well, yeah, they're trying to
Got
catch
the heals on
September
a
here.
September. Disruption, and the Soul Catcher used, and Rolling Thunder comes in with the TP. So, he'll leave.
That was a very ambitious Viper strike there, I think.
So Chen's level 12, and we've been seeing a lot of this. It's something we talk about, I would say just about every game, is the lack of taking the level 10 talents.
Top lane.
As Fly top, he will go and try to leave Tricks of the Trade, but Setsu's here with the Scream to get the kill into the Mirana. They've broken the Ricky, who will try to TP out, taking a lot of damage, and dies!
Oh, Setsu just got the blink out,
ambitious
though.
TP.
Oh, I mean, if Setsu had died as well as Monet, that would have been an absolute disaster, but... You know, considering the position they were in and Setsu gets out, it's not good, but it's not horrendous. Lich is going to die here as well. To the Chen army. Chen's barmy army.
Might get one more.
Radiant's
Here comes the tomato
September,
creep.
Swashbuckle in 4.
Come on, tomato creep, get him.
Oh. Good shield
Radiant's
crash,
middle
but
tower
3
is
stacks
under
of Shadow Poison, looking for more. Setsu finds
Setsu?
old 11. He's got the Blade Mail. But
Setsu?
there is there, and Setsu gives up. Oh, wait.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Primal
attack.
Roar onto a Mud Golem? September now dead.
Setsu?
Dire's middle tower
Okay.
is under attack.
I don't know whether he... maybe they just haven't played against core Chen much, right? And he's like, if I blink in,
Dire's
it's just a
middle
Chen.
tower has fallen.
How much can they do? And he casts level 4 Penitence on him, which gives 126
Dire's middle tower
attack
is
speed
under attack.
to all his creeps and everything as
Dire's
well.
structures are
And Queen of Pain's
fortified.
like, oh, what's that mean where he's like, such and such thinks he might have messed up? I can't say it because it's swearing, but...
Well, it's also, I don't know if
Setsunu.
you've ever seen the movie Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Bold move, Setsu. We'll see if it pays off here on ESPN The Ocho. Did not, by the way.
This game is so cloudy, honestly. I love it.
Seriously.
Considering the level of quality we got in game one, where they're all running at each other so much, this is like I'm watching one of my own games, and I feel like I can relate to this game a lot more.
Top mules. Monet's been broken. Chalice trying to do it again with the tricks of the trade, hitting on an F-Y. They've gotten themselves the Moonlight Shadow, but Dust immediately used on a Chalice. Somnus comes in, and, well, Chain Frost bouncing around as well as the Rolling Thunder. He's used the Battle Trance. Turns his attention on a September, looks over at Flywind.
He's disarmed on the troll. He has no Aegis.
And, yeah,
what?
He's just dead. They're gonna go for more. Flywind doesn't have Primal Roar or anything to work with in terms of lockdown, but they're trying to get the kill on Fly and Will with the Scream. Setsu takes him out, and all of a sudden 3 kills go the way of
Where's
RNG.
Chen's creeps going?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay. Let's just take a step back,
Radiant's
everybody.
top tower has
Does everybody
fallen.
need to pause again?
Let's chill out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Jesus.
It's just such sloppy initiations and fights and things from both teams.
Regeneration.
Like, why is Troll just running in there without Aegis when, he pops ult and they use
Radiant's
Raw
middle
instantly on the
tower is
Beastmaster,
under attack.
and Troll's like, oh, now I'm just following them into my death. Never mind. FY just stealing farm from Chalice as well, taking last hits. I like that.
Chalice
They
is
are-
in the core anyway.
They are competing
in
for that
that-
position in the net worth chart, so I get it.
Oh, and Setsu's passed them both, by the way. Good recovery from this Queen of Pain.
He's actually done really well to get to where he is.
And the chart's starting to finally look like a legitimate game here.
Oh, they got
As I say
Setsu.
There's the disruption. Arrow
Oh, the
flies through.
arrow
Doesn't
missed.
hit Setsu, but the damage is still there to get him low. However, they won't finish him off. And Chalice comes in. Maybe they will.
I think he's
First
dead.
strike. TP. Ooh. Did he stop the TP knowing he was dead?
Don't think so. I didn't look. I just looked away because he died. He definitely died.
Yeah, he's certainly
Radiant's
stopped
middle
it then.
tower is under attack.
Troll's just in the base, trying to
Radiant
start
structures
hitting away
are
at this tier
fortified.
3. They even get a glyph here on the Radiant side to keep bot alive as well.
Just continually getting disarmed from the lucky shot.
If they can get this tier 3, this is massive.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower.
Swashbuckle
has
doesn't
fallen.
proc that time. Now going for the racks. They'll use the Moonlight Shadow. Chain Frost from Super doesn't chain to anything.
Under attack.
I can't help but laugh at this game, honestly. They're just going to run away now. There's an arrow coming in. Oh, it doesn't hit anybody.
Radiant's middle tower is
I would
under
say,
attack.
you think these players are laughing a little bit too? It is pretty clowny. I feel like I play a clowny game myself, and there's nothing you can do but laugh.
Watching FY cancel attack animations to secure last hits against Chalice's Viper, I'd assume they are.
Setsu and September with Monet. So
I'll get the bounty
Somnus hit
rune,
with the
guys.
Rolling Thunder. He's trying to get the bounty rune and will finally do so. September now needs to find a way out as he passes by Old 11 and his army. Just me and the boys passing
The prize is
passing
mine.
this Pangolier.
To be fair, we call it a clowny game, but at the same time, Old 11 is playing super well, and he's caused so much chaos this game. I feel like he's the guy that's he's the conductor of the orchestra, right? In the the clown fest that is Dota 2. SAPPHIRE, and they're just running all over the map. I think Ricky has a
Monet?
Battle Fury, by the way. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it does.
And there's a gem on the Chen.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, they see
Through
him.
these trees.
Oh,
now they spot
no.
him. Monet.
Oh.
Tricks of the trade. Good job there.
There's no more stuns.
Centaurs.
Dude, that was sick. Monet
Old
God.
11's getting stuck in these trees with how many creeps there are with him in there as Setsu goes down to
Oh, no.
Somnus.
Brings it invisibility.
Yeah, now he has the Basher as well, along with the Ensnare chance from his Berserker's Rage. If he ever pops that ult, Queen of Pain is in a slight bit of trouble. So I love that Setsu's going Halberd this game as well. I think it's really important. Troll's the only real damage output, and they have the disarm on the Pango, but I think Halberd's a good choice for him,
Radiant's middle tower is under
even
attack.
still. X-Nova has that Ghost Scepter soon as well, which is going to be really important. It's actually a relatively average Roche spawn or so. So I think LGD really want to try and get a pick off here before they head into the pit. So they're going to shadow up.
Dire's top
Jules.
barracks are under attack.
I'm the Beastmaster with the arrow, and Starstorm comes through. They'll get the kill with the bash hitting from Somnus. So easy kill on a fly win.
Yeah, I think they just head into the Roche pit here. They might
Radiant's bottom tower
try and force
is
a
under
buyback
attack.
of some sorts, but yeah, I think they see that the Roche is up because of this little wolf. It's called a giant wolf, by the way. Why is it? It's not a giant wolf because it's one of the small ones. I don't. Okay. This is what my analysis has become.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now they go into Roche. Aegis Cheese
What
very
Roche?
quickly into their hands.
Roshan
Didn't exist, never happened.
to the Radiant.
They were given the Aegis.
It's charged so far now. I mean, he's like almost an extra 50% on top of the Ricky of his net worth. He has like BKB on top of the Basher that he built. This guy's so farmed. And I like that LGD, they've sent maybe towards the bot lane to push the lane out, because then Chen can always just recall him in if they want to. But it actually looks like they're smoking up to try and connect with him, but there's nobody down here anymore. Gonna probably end up blank. You see RNG are going to do the thing where they don't want to fight at all at the moment, so they're just going to try and push up the other lanes in the meantime. Unfortunately for them, they don't have great wave clear. Like, Ricky has Battle Fury now, which makes it a little bit better, but this troll just rips through waves so quickly. Chalice takes the cheese, because he's inevitably going to be the one that gets focused first. As in every single fight has happened so
He
far.
hasn't died a lot recently. He had like, what, 5 deaths in lane? Now he's only 3, 6, and 8. Not terrible.
He takes
He's
the spider
2,000
legs
ahead
as
of
well,
Setsu, too.
Takes the spider legs. He's a spider viper. That sounds scary. Do they just keep going here on LGD? I think they do.
Why stop?
You at least want to force TPs back before you back off yourself.
Radiant's top tower is
Oh,
under
spider
attack.
legs Ricky. Sick.
Dire's
How quickly they're just going to lose this tower after the glyph.
Beastmaster is pushing top tier 2 though as well.
But is it worth taking a tier 2 for a tier 3 and potentially
Mode's just
Rax?
taking an outpost in the meantime, just before the 30-minute mark.
We'll be back, guys. Chain Frost bounces this time over to the creeps, but they've got the arrow hitting onto the Lich.
It's a load of
Keep him
chain
alive as he
creeps.
goes invis, but now they've got themselves the dust. They'll get the kill into super. They'll look for more. They'll buyback immediately on the Lich, and now Setsu trying to run. He's just so slow and so
Mode's in
not
trouble.
able to do anything in these fights. Monet in trouble too, comes out of the tricks of the trade. The damage flying in from Chalice as well as Somnus is more than enough to now push back Super, who just fought back. He'll end up getting the Sinister Gaze out, but he'll lose his life shortly after. He's now dead for 70 seconds without buyback. Flywin, after dying, immediately uses his buyback, and they've lost the tier 3, and they're working on the racks. Moving towards the back, though, is Old 11 with the Rod of Atos coming in from Chalice. Monet comes forward, but there's the Yules from FY lining up with the arrow, and there's the damage to get the kill on the Ricky. He doesn't have buyback. They'll look over at September, grab the kill there, and GG is called by RNG. LGD secure the 2-0.
Dire's bottom
Oh, nice. They're going to keep the troll alive as well at the end of the game.
victory.
X-Nova, what a god. I mean, this game was so weird. It was so cool to see the teams do something different, though, especially with the laning setups. I think that was awesome. And then as soon as they saw the Beastmaster mid, Chen was like, okay, well, I'm staying here. Chalice, you go and have fun in that bot lane, mate, because it doesn't look fun at all. And he dies like 3 times in a row on the Viper, but it just doesn't matter, because this Troll and Chen have such a good game that Viper can just link up with them. They rotate everywhere on the map and just find pickoffs. And the fact that Setsu was lowest net worth in the game at 8 minutes, I think RNG, they were the victim of the clown fest today, unfortunately. A great game to watch. It was really enjoyable,
Yeah.
actually. I loved that.
Yeah, I mean, some games don't have to have that